Hey, Scotch Test Dummies, I'm Scott.
I am Bart.
Maybe I'm looking forward to this one.
No, he's not. He gave this a 10 out of 100.
A long time ago.
Last time we reviewed it. 10 out of 100.
Connemara, Peated Irish whiskey.
We're going to test it again. See if he likes it.
I hope it's better than it was the first time style.
All right, we're in. So it's got to be said, this was what, episode 20? Something like that.
Yeah, it was early. It was early.
Early.
We were at 2013, probably first part of 2014, so 10 years ago.
Now, I still remember verbatim, almost, I would say it's verbatim. Go check me on the show. I believe you described your tasting notes 10 years ago as Gouda cheese wrapped in plastic and burnt on
Thrown
fire.
in a fire.
Yeah, thrown in a fire. And then you said I give it a 10. I go 10 out of 10, and you're like 10 out of 100.
Yeah. So that was early on.
Yes.
I did not care for this one.
You
I am
hated
open.
it.
You sent me a picture. And
Yeah.
You were at the store. I was like, get it. Let's try it again. It's been a while.
Yes.
Taste buds change.
They do.
Now, even at that time, I didn't like peated whiskeys.
You did not.
I
I haven't even looked at this.
This one, though, there are a lot of people that love Connemara Peated Irish whiskey.
I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. If memory serves, I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it either. But I don't think I was a peat head yet.
I don't think so either.
Yeah.
No.
Compass Box Peat Monster changed all that. So this is a good throwback. We've been talking about, and fans have been asking that we go back to some of the earlier whiskeys we had. Let me pour you first, kind sir.
So, Connemara Peated Single Malt Irish Whiskey.
Okay.
Distinctively Irish Peated Single Malt. This is the original. 40% ABV.
All right. 40,
We see that with a lot. Well, we see that with a
low.
lot of Irish whiskeys, kind of the base offerings,
Yeah.
the OBs, 40%.
Yeah.
Yeah, is what it is.
Yeah.
Unique among Irish whiskeys, Connemara is the only Irish peated single malt whiskey in existence today. Inspired by the 18th century art of drying malting barley over peat fires, Connemara possesses a distinct peaty flavor and aroma, instilling a delicate smokiness and smooth, sweet taste.
It says Kilbeggan Company Distilling. All right.
Kilbeggan?
Let's see. Kilbeggan. That's what it says on the front
We
there.
don't need that in there, do we?
Nope. Okay. All right. On the nose.
So 750 milliliter.
Ooh. I'm a fan of you already. I get a sugar cane caramel with a hint of sea salt. Almost like a caramel salted taffy.
I almost say watermelon.
Really?
Like watermelon tangy.
God dang, this is smelling great.
Yeah, honeyed, citrusy, little melon. Not getting a blast of peat or anything there on the
I
nose.
got a little melon there. Could have been the suggestion. God dang, boy. I get a lot of sweetness.
Yeah, honeysuckle.
Huh. I did not expect that. Okay.
Wow. Yeah.
We got to admit, 10 years have gone by. We're now like OGs. And I was expecting peat on the nose, and I don't get any peat on the nose. Wow. Okay. Coming in.
That's pretty good. And maybe that's not the same that we tested. There's not a blast of peat here. It's sweet. It's rich. For 40%, it's actually a nice palate. Honeyed. A little bit of floral notes.
This can't be. By any chance, was I the one that had that?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
God dang.
Now, the only thing I think it might have been, I think there used to be or there might have been a different one. It was a 10, I want to say Connemara 10-year peated Irish whiskey or something. Well, let's go look and see.
Because
that's
this is good.
That's good. Yeah, but I don't get my plastic toy wrapped in Gouda thrown in the fire.
I get like maybe a dry smoke but I don't get a heavy peat here. By dry smoke, I mean sometimes you'll get like a, I don't know, I feel like there's a hardwood that's still burning off in the distance, and I'm just picking up a little bit of it. But it's almost more like a wood flavor than it is a smoke flavor. There's a little bit of that sugar cane sweetness, but not overly.
It was February of 2016, a little later than I thought.
Wow.
It looks like the picture was taken in your kitchen, so it was still early on for, was we not down there in the basement then, or did you take the picture? Let's see.
I think we were upstairs still. We had an echo.
Silence.
We had an echo up there. And I remember you being upstairs.
This is not near as peated as that one. We just have it Connemara Irish Peated Whiskey NAS, non-age statement.
Okay.
So it wasn't the 10-year.
Okay, got it.
I think.
No, we're down here.
The bar, but it's early on.
I didn't have the blinds yet.
It had a different tin.
Okay.
So it was probably this one.
Wow.
Just in a different tin. It had a painting or a picture of the Irish mountains, hillside.
I must have drank it over time because
Connemara Peated Single Malt Irish Whiskey. And we're zooming in. Can I get the ABV? Oh, it was just there. 40. That was a 40%er.
Well, what? I remember it being smokier.
I do too. Maybe the peat levels come down over time?
Maybe. I mean, I do remember a distinct smoke. I remember not being a super fan of it, but it wasn't bad for me either.
Yeah.
But I thought I remembered picking up a little bit of a chemical touch to it, which probably would have been the peat antiseptic. But I don't get any of that here.
There's some slight peat on the finish. It's definitely not near as peaty as I remember. This will not be getting a 10 today. I can tell you that much. I'm glad we went back and looked at this. Yeah. Because I was pretty biased towards it since February of 2016.
Oh, yeah, you hated it. Yeah, I remember you were like,
Ugh.
Yeah, you didn't even fight me for that one.
No.
You were like, you can keep it.
So you would have been into peat by then, though, too, and you probably picked it since it was peated.
Irish. I would have been by then, but I remember not being a super lover of it or anything, probably because the peat seemed faint. I mean, I could barely pick up the peat here.
This is there's some maritime salty characters to it, a little bit of the seaweed, light peats, but all the citrusy, melon, honeyed, fruity notes as well.
See. Maybe the water will let it out.
Yeah.
You want water on theirs?
Well, and disclaimer as well, you saw us, we just opened the bottle.
Some people are like, oh yeah. One guy said, you got to let it open for 15 days and rotate it. What?
And then you got to try it after a burrito.
Right.
And before
and then
you
want their third tasting, you got to do it in a nude.
You got to shake the bottle to the left and to the right.
You didn't bite on the nude? You got to be in the nude. You don't want to see us topless. Even you.
Yeah.
We're old. We're old. We don't need bras yet.
No
man's ears. The bro. We can go back to Kramer. Man's ear.
Yeah. I would say a good comparison for this is like an Old Pulteney. Maritime-ish, salty, honeyed, maybe light smokes.
Okay. Yeah. That's a good call on that. God dang. I keep thinking I must have drank the Connemara.
I'm sure you did.
Yeah. Who knows?
8 years ago?
Yeah, I know. There's some that are still around.
Yeah.
But,
I'm glad we came back to that one.
I'm glad we came back to it. This is not wowing me. I'm looking for more peat, but it's not bad. It's just kind of sitting in there in a normal little area of 86.
So I'd say 88.
I don't really.
Wow. The 2 point spread, yeah.
Goodness, you're up like 72. Not really.
78.
Yeah, 78. I can't even do math with 10.
That's an easy one.
Yeah, you gave it a 10. Wow.
If it was a 10, it might have
You
been.
said 10. I remember 10 was clear as bell.
Well, there's no way the old one that I would have ever gone back to it and sipped it.
You
This
hated
one
it.
I would definitely.
This is great.
This is great.
Yeah,
a good
this
one.
is fun.
I like it.
I don't know what the hell happened. Could it be that we were rookies? Or could it have been corked? I doubt it. Because I didn't find it terrible.
Well, corked usually wouldn't. Maybe it would bring those notes. Corked is usually just going to make it funky and nasty. Well, I guess.
Gouda cheese wrapped in plastic, thrown in a fire and burnt.
Yeah.
That was one of your best notes I've ever heard.
Well, it could have been this. We did another. There was a Swiss peated whiskey that we did too. That was around that.
That's a good point. Do you think that was the description? I'm mixing it.
One of those guys. But this
I
one,
remember that.
This one was low. This one I did not care. This one did get a low score.
Okay.
But the Swiss peated whiskey.
You're
was
right.
bad
Could that
too.
have been the description? You guys should go watch those because we won't.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah, that's good. That changes my mind.
What was our
entirely.
price point on this
It
one? Now?
was.
Let
I
me guess.
Okay.
$90.
Nope. $44.99.
Wow.
Yes. $45.
Oh,
Yep.
that's decent.
Yeah, that wasn't bad at all.
That's surprising
Yeah.
in today's day and age.
Yeah, the cost. Maybe years ago somebody gave it a bad score. All right.
All right, go to ScotchTestDummies.com. You can pick up coins, glasses, hats, shirts, all kinds of stuff. Helps support the show, keeps the lights on, keeps the whiskey coming.
Scotch it. You Scotch gods.
Cilantro.
Dummies.
Dummies.